Alright! It's been a long while, but I has returns. Right back with Tokyo Chronos. Here's your host, Greatest Hope. Now, let's pick off where we left off. Let's continue on the way, ain't it? So, let's go. There was a hole in my heart ever since that day. Despair and emptiness ate away at me like a cancer. Avenge Ren. If I didn't, the curse wouldn't come to an end. That's why I was going to take revenge on the monster that took Ren from me. Nikaido was shoved right into a metal fence. Body took the hit, and she fell down. Nikaido curled up and stayed quiet. I caught Nikaido's eyes for a second. There was no emotion left in them. More, suffer more. She suffered more than you did. Watching Nikaido suffer was enough validation for my existence. I had been growing strangely impatient the last couple of days, though. How much would Nikaido have to suffer to soothe my anger? It didn't feel like these emotions bubbling up deep inside my heart were going away anytime soon. Was there a point to my existence? No, stop that. I couldn't forgive her. She hadn't suffered enough. I wouldn't forgive her until she died. Absolutely not. I had to take vengeance for Ren. It was the only way to save her. And so the hole in my chest remained. As we were going up the stairs, no matter what I asked Lowell, he remained silent and doesn't even look at me. Lowell's right in front of me. His back is completely defenseless. What is that in the back of his neck? I could grab him and throw him down the stairs. It scares me that the thought occurs to me so naturally. Before my very eyes, he killed Kayama. He made Nikaido suffer. I haven't forgiven him, and I'm sure neither has Nikaido. Besides me, Nikaido's head is bowed. She doesn't look the slightest bit concerned about Lowell. She knows who Lowell is. Maybe that's why she's not so cautious. Meanwhile, I absolutely loathe him. I can tell he got his own story. Though he tied us up and threatened to kill us, he never did. There's got to be a reason why he didn't, and yet still felt the need to restrain us. Is he under order from someone? Maybe that's his objective. I don't know. But regardless of whatever circumstances he's in, I will never forgive Lowell.
Okujo. ここじゃないけど思い出すな。だんまりか。
I just realized I don't have my earbuds on. He sighs and looks back to me.
ようやくこの3人になれた。邪魔者はいない。
どういうつもりだ。全部説明してもらうぞ。
Give me 1 second, people. It just doesn't feel right playing this without these. Please don't fall off my lap. There we go. There. And there. And there we go. That feels better.
いいね、その目。俺を憎んでるんだろ。
当然だ。お前が犯人なんだ。僕たちをこの世界に閉じ込めた張本人だろ。僕らを疑心暗鬼に陥れてバラバラにしようとしていた。
みんな俺を犯人に従うよな。俺じゃないのに。
お前だ。
違う。俺は犯人じゃない。影山が証明してくれただろう。
それは。
There's got to be some kind of trick he's pulling. Something keeping him out of the suspect list.
いいぜ。きっちり全部説明してやる。そもそもそのつもりだからな。
してみろよ。
お前、漁師って知ってるか？
なんだ急に。
いいから答えろ。
名前くらいは。
量子ってのは要するに超小さい粒のことだよ。この世の物質の最小単位、原子や電子も量子の一種だ。あまりに小さすぎて量子には通常の物理法則が通用しねえ。何せこいつら人間でもないくせに空気を読みやがる。
空気を読む。
量子は人に観測されている時とされていない時で動きが変わる。見られてることがわかるんだろうな。不確定性原理ってやつだ。それくらい知ってんだろ。
Now that he mentions it, I remember seeing it mentioned on one of our school's physics textbooks. But is there any reason for him to bring it up?
量子はまるで意志があるかのように人の視線を読み振る舞いを変える。そして時には人の願いを読み取り、それを叶える。
視線？願い？そんなものが物質に影響を及ぼせるのか。
It sounds like stuff from the world of fantasy, but he's still talking about science here.
アメリカにバーニングマンという祭りがある。人々が熱狂する世界的な祭典だ。そこに0と1をランダムで吐き出す量子機器を持っていく。本来なら0と1が出る確率は 50% だ。けど祭り中はそのパーセントが偏る。盛り上がるほどに確率は大きくゼロに偏っていく。これが感情は量子に影響を与えるのではないかという仮説が生まれたきっかけらしい。量子は時をも超えられるものだ。この世界を構成している量子に影響を与えることができれば世界は簡単に変えられる。
それがなんだよ。
ある特定の条件下で強い感情が発生すると量子が強く影響を受けて世界を作り出す。例えば通り魔に誰かが殺されたとする。犯人が見つからなければ現実世界ではそれまでだが、強く思えば犯人を糾弾する世界が発生する。時が止まったような、誰もいない、ただその犯人を殺すためだけの世界。
時が止まったようなだって。
I hope my neck is straight while I'm going by the corners though it seems to be.
そう、クロノス世界だ。犯人を突き止め殺すことができればクロノス世界は目的を達成し現実世界が書き換わる。この世界は人々の感情が生んだ世界。ある意味精神世界のようなもので、与えられた肉体は仮初めに過ぎない。
This world. I am dead. Who killed me? We need to find that culprit. Who killed someone? This world was created from my own personal wishes and emotions. In all likelihood, in our own real world, the culprit was never found. That frustrated us to no end, giving birth to the desire to find that culprit. Hence, this world was created to find that
じ
culprit.
ゃあやっぱり
二階堂、二度と自殺なんかしないでくれ。
死んだのは二階堂。
Mashikoshi said she committed suicide, which means that there shouldn't be any killer at all. Maybe not then. Nikaido didn't kill herself but was killed by someone. Is that what it boils down
い
to?
や違う。二階堂は犯人だ。二階堂は犯人。死んだ人間は別にいる。
別にって
いい加減思い出せ。そいつはお前にとって大事な人間だったはずだ。
Nikaido grows frustrated at Lowell's words. Upon seeing her expression, a sharp pain runs through my head.
そいつはお前のたった一人だけの大
That girl. I know her.
お兄ちゃんはヒーローみたいだね。ねえ、今日はどんな冒険をしてきたの？
The voice I've heard countless times. It's a nostalgic voice, one that puts me at ease. Yes, she was always around me whenever I went. Having lost our parents at a young age, we grew quite close to each other. I'm going to be a brother who she can be proud of. That was all that was on my mind. I played the part of a leader for her, always stepping forward, helping people out whenever I could. Why is it that my past and present selves are so different from each other? The answer is really quite simple. I had a sister in the past. I no longer do now.
Lin.
Memories continue to surface like bubbles rising up. They mesh together, bringing to mind the image of a single girl. Fairy-like in joy, as fleeting as a lily. My little sister Rin Sakurai. How could I have forgotten? She was the most important person in my life. I reached out, wishing to hold her once more. That was a night not long after my parents' funeral service. Ah, that's freaking bright. That moment, my vision was overwhelmed by a white light. The white light brings back to my lost memories. Bring me back to my lost memories. I was reading that kind of funny. To that sleepless night, plagued with anxiety and unease. Ah, my nose is itchy. While in bed, sleeping with Ren, I suddenly woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. Why am I so useless? Though I slowly recovering from the grief of losing my parents, a feeling of self-loathing began to grow in my heart. Rin and I would have to learn to live on our own. And so, being the older brother, I would have to work extra hard for Rin as well. But I'd been able to do nothing.
こんなんでリンを守っていけるのかな、僕は。
お兄ちゃん、眠れないの？
リン、起きてたの？
お兄ちゃんが独り言ばっかり言ってるから起きちゃったよ、もう。ねえ、お兄ちゃん何か悩みがあるの？リンにお悩み相談してみたら？
別に悩みってほどじゃないよ。ただ どうして僕はこんなにダメなんだろうって考えてただけ。さっきも洗い物手伝おうとしておばさんの皿割っちゃったし、頭も良くないし、逆上がりもできないし。僕って本当にかっこ悪いなって。
リンはお兄ちゃんかっこいいって思うけどな。頑張ってるお兄ちゃん、なんだかテレビの中のヒーローみたいなんだもん。
ヒーロー？
うん、ヒーロ
僕のどこがヒーローだよ。何もできないし弱いし。
ー。ちっちっち。お兄ちゃんは分かってないな。正義の味方はね、弱いからかっこいいんだよ。
いや、弱いならかっこ悪いだろ。
違うの。弱くても人のために頑張るところがかっこいいの。失敗ばっかりしてるけど、めげずに何度も立ち上がるヒーローを見てるとね、リンも頑張らなきゃって元気が出てくるから。リンはね、お兄ちゃんが一生懸命リンのために頑張ってるの知ってるよ。いなくなったお父さんとお母さんの代わりにリンを守ろうとしてくれてるんだよね。だからお兄ちゃんはリンのヒーローなんだよ。
No, I never actually looked around in this room. It really is just all black.
リンは体が弱いからお外で一緒に戦うことはできないけど、オペレーターの人みたいにお兄ちゃんを助けてあげる。
I clearly hear her say operator, but it didn't write that down.
ね、だから一緒に頑張ろう。
I guess I replaced the word operator with assistant. Well, the warmth from such a small source is more than enough to blow away any sort of self-loathing that I have in me. Instead, within me grows a sense of courage, a fiery determination. I'll be that hero. I'll become a hero not for anyone else, but for Ren. For Ren Tosaka. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Just aspiring to be a hero is one thing, but the road to being one is no easy task. With my inborn negativity, my personality isn't exactly a good fit to be a hero.
僕、どうして国語の点数が悪いのかな。あんなにたくさん勉強したのに、国語だけはちっとも成績が良くならない。
お兄ちゃんは一回お話を読み出すと夢中になっちゃうもんね。登場人物のこと考えるとテストどころじゃなくなっちゃうんでしょ。
うん。特に今回はこのキャラがちょっとリンに似ててさ、どうしたらこの子が幸せになるのかって考えてたらテストの時間が終わってて、この癖直さなきゃな。
ううん、直す必要なんかないよ。テストでいい点を取るよりも人のことを真剣に考えられる方がすごいってリン思うな。ほら、
Sorry, I couldn't
元
help
気を
it.
出して。優しいお兄ちゃんにリンが100点満点をあげるから。
I'm physically fine, but easily discouraged. Meanwhile, Ren is always bright and cheerful, yet physically indisposed. I slowly try to form myself into a hero, Ren helping to supply me with what I lack. Someone positive who can find the good in myself or anyone. Someone who will never let another's tears go unnoticed. Those were my 3 tenets as a hero.
みんなね、お姉ちゃんのことばっかり褒めるんだ。お姉ちゃん綺麗だし、頭もいいし、彼氏もいるし。なのに私はどうして同じようにできないのかな。
比べる必要なんてない。ユウにはユウのいいところがあるよ。
嘘だよ。みんなお姉ちゃんばっかり褒めるもん。
ユウの良さはちょっと人に伝わりづらいだけだよ。例えばさ、ユウは綺麗な景色を探すのが上手だよね。こないだの虹だってユウが一番に見つけたし。そうだ、写真とか撮ってみたら。見つけた景色を写真にしてみんなに見せて、 私はこんなに綺麗なものを見つけられるんだ。すごいでしょって自慢しようよ。
写真？私にできるかな？
できるよ、絶対。ユウが見てる景色、僕にも見せてよ。
高橋がさ、冬休みの間に転校しちまったんだ。くそ、転校するなら言えよ。これじゃあこの間の喧嘩謝れないままじゃねえか。
転校急だったもんな。高橋の転校先ってどこだっけ？
大阪って言ってた。遠いよな。
いや、関西なんてすぐだよ。お年玉まだ残ってるだろ。新幹線なら日帰りだよ。じゃあ今から謝りに行こう。僕も一緒に行くよ。
いや京介、お前何言って。新幹線なんて小学生だけじゃ。それにいきなり行っても高橋に迷惑が。
ごちゃごちゃうるさいな。考えなしがお前のいいところだろ、町工事。じゃあ考えるなよ。謝りたいなら謝りに行く、それだけの話。いいの？今謝らないと一生後悔するかもよ。
この間俺が糾弾したクラスメートがさ、学校に来られなくなって。
そっか、神谷それで悲しんでたんだな。
何を言ってるんだよ。悲しいわけないだろ。俺は正しいことをしたんだから。お父様も言っていたんだ。腐ったみかんを取り除くのが政治家の役割だって。
That's sort of true, but
そこの悪いあいつらがいなくなったおかげでクラスの雰囲気も良くなったし、だから悲しくなって。
知らないよ、神谷のお父さんの言葉なんて。僕は神谷の話をしてるんだ。何が正しかろうが、神谷が悲しいなら泣けばいいんだよ。涙を我慢してるとどんどん弱くなっていくぞ。
何を言ってるんだ。
I
涙を
feel
こ
like
らえ
I
た方
cracked
が
my
強
neck.
くなれるに決まってるだろ。
いいや、泣けるやつじゃないと泣いている人の痛みはわからない。痛みのわかるやつが一番強いに決まってる。
本当にお前は不思議なことばっかり言うな。
That comment's rather foolish, at least a little.
泣くやつの方が強いか。
実を言うとリンの受け売りなんだけどな。弱い僕をリンはいつもそうやって褒めてくれたんだ。
それはなかなか魅力的な強さだな。けど俺はやっぱり泣かない方の強さを目指すよ。いろいろ事情があってね。
そうか、神谷がそう言うなら僕は応援するよ。けど神谷、
Ow.
辛くないか？
辛い？まさかお前はずっと俺と一緒にいてくれるんだろ。なら辛くなんてない。俺の代わりにお前が泣いてくれればそれでいいよ。
With each and every person's sadness being erased, I would gain more and more friends. We found a lost dog. We chased away troublemakers in the park. We caught a thief. We grew to be recognized as a group of heroes protecting Shibuya. The one most eccentric about our escapades was Ren.
お兄ちゃんたちってなんだかテレビの中のヒーローみたいだね。ねえ、今日はどんな冒険をしてきたの？
リン、どうしてこんな大事なことを。
Why did I forget? Memories of Ren resurfaced, one after the other, and I realized just how important she was to me. She considered me a hero. She helped me gain so many friends. She created who I was. Why did I forget her this whole time? My whole body shudders from the shock.
ようやく思い出したみたいだな。
Lowell hands me the knife. I try to refuse, but he forced the knife upon me.
リンは死んだ。二階堂に殺されたんだ。
Killed. Right. Ren is no longer in this world. I still haven't recalled all the memories of her death, but I know that it wasn't a natural cause. I can vaguely remember that much. Nikaido has something to do with it.
何をビビってやがる。早く殺せ。二階堂は生きる価値のねえ人殺しだぞ。
Nikaido closes her eyes as if she's accepted her fate.
全て事実よ。
二階堂。
Nikaido spreads her arms wide as if gesturing that she's ready to accept it. She wants me to kill her. My heart's pounding so hard I could explode. My breathing is rough and ragged. I can kill Nikaido right here, right now.
僕は君を殺さない。殺せるわけないだろう。君が凛の死にどう関わっていたのかはわからないけど、故意に殺したわけがない。それに
What pains me the most right
君
now,
が自殺したって本当なのか。
even Nikaido herself was dead. The reality weighs heavily on
君
me.
が凛の死にどう関わったのだとしても、僕はそんな責任の取り方。
I have no intention to blame you. I forgive you, so please. Suddenly, Lowell laughs vocally, his yapping echoing throughout.
笑えるね。お前は記憶もないまま人を無罪放免するのかよ。カレンちゃんが悪い子なはずありませんってか。ふざけてんじゃねえ。お前が思ってるより二階堂カレンはずぶといぞ。人を一人殺したくらいじゃ死んだりしねえ。実際リンが死んだ後もこいつは平然としていやがった。何年も追い詰めてそれでやっと自殺したんだ。
追い詰め
A sharp stabbing pain to my head accompanies a deluge of memories. What? Deluge of memories? I'll try to figure that out later. That comes flooding forth.
人殺し、教室来んなよ。京介君の妹さんを殺しておいて、どうしてそんなに普通に捨てられるの？
I see. Nikaido was bullied for it. She had something to do with Ren's death. That rumor spread and she became the target of persecution for it. Nikaido strains in anguish, with Lowell only serving to exasperate it.
さあ京介、ここで質問だ。二階堂を自殺にまで追い込んだのは誰だ？
お前だ。
半分正解だ。
半分？何言ってる。お前だ。
半分は半分だ。俺がいい年のカレンちゃんが苦しむ様をニヤニヤ笑って見ていたのは事実ってことだな。
お前のことだけは許せない。
俺が憎いか？
当然だ。
そうだよな、その通りだ。俺が助けていたら二階堂は死ななかっただろうな。
この
なあ、おかしいと思わないか？
Isn't it weird?
何が？
どうしてお前いじめを止めなかった？
I didn't try to stop the bullying. No way. But wait, that does make sense. Even though I remember Nikaido was persecuted for it, I don't remember intervening. Why didn't I? Maybe...
僕も二階堂のいじめを黙って。
さあ、どうだったろうな。
God, no. Was I really that kind of a person? Wait, no. I remember something. Nakaido!
や
ロー、こんなやり方は。
てめえは黙ってろ。俺とこいつの問題だ。
I saw Nakaido die. That can't be true. It has to be a lie. Lo made up to corner me. I wouldn't have left her to fend for herself. I wanted to become the hero Ren wanted. I wanted to believe in my conviction, in the me Ren had formed. But now I clearly remember leaving Nakaido for dead. Did I really do it?
自分が悪党だと気づいた気分はどうだ、京介。俺とお前は同類なんだ。善人面は今すぐやめて二階堂を殺せ。どうせ一度見殺しにしてるんだからな。
I had left Nakaido to die out of sheer resentment. It would be easy to deny it by saying that's impossible. If I closed my eyes or cut my ears, then I could believe that I was a good person. I could stay locked up in my shell forever. Hating Nakaido was easy too. All it took was the flip of a switch to make me frame Nakaido as the villain who killed Rin. It would be so easy to stab her. What should I do? Which me do I choose? What should I... No, they're both wrong. I can't make a decision based on new information someone else is feeding me. I can't let myself be led by others. I need to think about everything I've seen so far and decide. I regret it otherwise. At least it sure felt like I would. The resolve I had began holding on to at some point began smoldering in my heart. I need to see the facts that have been presented to me. If someone holds me by the hand again, I won't be able to change. I need to figure out what happened in the past. I need to become a hero.
なんだよその目。じろじろ見てくんな、気持ち悪い。
The greatest mystery of my memories, Lowell. I still don't know where to place him. What the hell is he? As long as I don't know who Lowell is, he's going to keep leading me by the nose. Think. The ninth person in our group of 8 childhood friends. For starters, I only had 8 childhood friends, I'm sure of it. Lowell doesn't deny it either.
いつも8人で一緒だったじゃねえか。
What's strange is the fact that none of us can remember Lowell. As incomplete as our memories were, my childhood friends still remember each other. So is Lowell being the ninth childhood friend a total lie? Maybe, but I can't be sure. Lowell knows our personality so well that it gives me the creeps.
幼馴染じゃない。なのに幼馴染と同等の情報を持っている。
Then I remember the information on the billboard. Lowell was the only one exempt from being a suspect. At the time, I was fixated on the supposed conclusion of Lowell isn't the killer. But really, Lowell's name is not on the board. It might have been all there was to it. Kaima's name hasn't been on the display, but that was because Sai and Sai were mixed up in her. There is a thread of logic in the way this world conveys its messages. I can't assume there was no meaning in Low's name being absent.
ローの名前は表示されない。なのにいる。
おい、さっきから何を考えてやがる。いいから早く二階堂を殺せ。
The more I think about it, the more mysterious Low becomes. Low's method of getting here was out of the ordinary.
スクランブル交差点にいなかったのに、みんなの事情に詳しすぎる。まるでずっと一緒にいたみたいに。いなかったはずなのに。
It was like Low has somehow always existed. I noticed something wrong about his gesture. Low looks like he's in great pain. Wait, did something happen to make him feel so? I was the one who had a knife stabbed in my arm. I should be the one in pain. So why didn't I feel any pain despite receiving a stab wound? Have I ever felt pain since coming to this world? Where has my pain gone? Not just physical pain either, my mental suffering has disappeared too. I remember losing my one and only sister, so why was I taking it so well? I should feel grief and pain beyond measure. Pain, hatred, and grief. I could find none of these things inside of me. Could it be that all of my negative emotions and sensations have been taken away from me?
僕はこの世界に来てから痛みを感じていない。ローのナイフが刺さった時も僕は痛みを感じなかった。
I feel discomfort when I catch a glimpse of my reflection in the glass. Me, but not me. It's faint, but I feel like I'm missing an important part of me. It feels like I've lost something. A part of me is missing. So where has my missing self gone? The moment I notice, the avalanche of information replay in my head. It feels like I'm looking through a peephole. It feels like a dream. Holding myself in a building that's under construction. Talking to Nikaido in front of the building. The menacing look on Kamiya's face in the hotel room. And now looking at myself on the rooftop of an unfinished building. The rush of sparking memories. These memories are not mine, and yet they feel like they are. Oh, that's one of his shoes. Intense noise, piercing headache. I do my best against the pain I haven't felt in a long time. It feels like the stopper on my memories has been ripped off.
二階堂がいじめられている現場に。
The throbbing becomes more intense as I connect the dots. The pain is almost unbearable. Alarm bells go off in my heart as I try to pull it to words. Once you admit it, there's no running away from it. That's alright. I'm sick of running.
僕は君と一緒にそれを見ていた。
So that's what happened. Ooh. The unease I felt since the beginning, like seeing myself for the first time. The feeling that I wasn't myself. Put your neck down, man. I can do that too. I put the truth into words.
ロー、お前は僕自身だ。
I was always at the rooftop watching the Kaido get bullied. Doing so allowed my hidden feelings to melt away. I didn't stop it. Sometimes I even wanted to add to her suffering. When that happened, I would step back, unable to bring myself to do it. Watching her was enough to drive her against the wall.
僕が見殺しにしたんだ。二階堂の受けていたいじめを止めようとしなかったのは。
お前どうして気づけた？俺が何かミスしたってのか？
なあ、そうなんだろう。
ああ、そうだ。
You know, I'm gonna stop it right here. Cause the last part, who knows how they're gonna turn out. Later. And the next episode's coming tomorrow.